Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play more Queen's Wish: The Conqueror. We have just recently arrived in and re-established our first fortress in the vassal states, in the vassal state of the Vol, in this case. We had a conversation with the local chief, Chief Gerben, who turns out to be utterly disinterested in everything that's going on except his, I don't know. I really don't get why he's doing it. He says he's not really doing it for the money, but that seems to be the only thing that he's actually interested in. So yeah, he's just doing his job and doesn't care about the people here or really anything. And I wish there was some kind of way to just kick him out of here, but I kind of doubt that returning to the portal and talking to the Queen Mother will actually give me the option to tell her that she should replace him. But oh well. We have a bunch of more people to talk to here, so maybe they're not all going to be as unlikable. That would be nice. Also, I guess we never really... I created her character and replaced good old Terrence, but we never really greeted her into the party, so yes. Kithara is now going to be with us. Going to be our local guide, I guess, because she's from around here. And she should be at least as useful in combat as Terrence was, because she has basically the same abilities. I don't know exactly where I had everything. Guess I'm gonna put the buffs together. Healing wave, which I'm not gonna use all that much. Wait, did I have curing on the second? Hold on. I guess healing, curing, then the that buff, and this is the one that... Oh wait, that only lasts for one turn? Did I know that, actually? I guess I maybe glanced that fact over. Only one turn, huh? That's not great. I mean, okay. Teleport, mass heal, and disruption. I mean, all of those things I'm going to use less often, so I might as well just have them there. Seriously, though. Increases duration by 4 turns. Okay, so I should probably upgrade this as soon as possible. Honestly, I don't think it's sad that it would only last for 1 turn. Wait, it says for 5 turns. What am I? Within 6 spaces for 5 turns. I'm not crazy. And here it says for 1 turn. What? I'm assuming it must be for 5 turns. 1 turn would be absolutely silly. You'd have to recast it every turn. For 2 energy, that just wouldn't work. I wish there was a way for my healer to acquire a bit more energy, but it's really not gonna happen, right? At least the mage is getting a decent number. Alright, anyway. Now at least she's gonna be, you know, functional. Actually has a lot of skills available. Also, the game is a little bit loud on my end here. Alright. Without further ado, let's talk to Sage Albin and see if we can maybe pick up another quest. Hello. There is a young woman in the robes of a sage here, keeping the records and ledgers of the fort. She is young for a sage. The harsh environment is leaving her pale complexion cracked, and every loud noise makes her jump. The presence of a prince doesn't calm her. She kneels. Welcome, I'm Sage Albin. I will provide all the information I can. Alright, how did you come here? Come to be here, rather. This is my first mission. I wanted to be in a vassal state. It is how to advance in the army. Oh, okay. When a call for volunteers for a big mission came, I stepped forward. Turns out it was for the Sacramentum campaign. Here I am. You don't sound overly enthusiastic. I've never been in the middle of a war before. We saw a lot of ugly things on the way out here. It's been an adjustment. Don't worry, Prince. It hasn't fazed me. I will still serve well. Right, I mean... We might be in a war, but it's not really much of a war, honestly. And even then, she should be pretty safe in the middle of this fort here. I mean, as safe as you can be, I guess. Anyway, what's your purpose here? I handle the paperwork for the fort. Haven is built on paper. Well, also the finest magical and military training in the known lands, but mainly paper. Also, I've had to spend a lot of time outside looking over the supplies. No quartermaster. Oh, okay. Why don't you have a quartermaster? He died on the boat over disease. Chief Garvin told me to adjust. Oh, okay. Any advice for how I can make the fort stronger? I couldn't say. Not to a prince. The chief might know. Why couldn't you say? Any extra supplies for me? Nothing that would be an improvement for you, I'm afraid. These forts never get the best stuff. I would ask at one of the 3 battalion headquarters. Their quartermasters might have potions or other nice things. Right. Yeah, we actually did get a potion from the quartermaster around here. Tell me more about the Vol. She sits up straight. Now she's in her element. Of course. On the boat ride over, when I wasn't sick, I read and reread my books on the Vol, their practices and history, the odd Owen Mascha system. They're fascinating, easily classified as hard people, shaped by their land, requiring all standard techniques for dealing with such. Standard techniques, huh? Okay, tell me more about the Owen and Mascha. It is interesting. Many people would call the Owens slaves. However, the Mascha allow them just enough freedom to leave them their pride. Yeah, I mean, the Owens seem to disagree. All this while totally controlling their lives. Yeah, so they really are slaves. There's just... Well, I mean, you can call it something else, but that's what it is. The Vol are hard people? Yes, it comes with poverty and hard environments. All of their energy goes to survival. This burns away sentimentality, sympathy, and weak emotions. This is one of the reasons it took the Owens so long to rebel. Thanks to their upbringing, many of them seem to believe they deserve their punishment. It's interesting that you would actually call it that in the first place. Their land shaped them. Excuse me, my God. Their land shaped them. It is harsh and dry, very little farmland, lethal scorpions. Most voles spent their lives just a mistake or two from death or ruin, and everyone makes mistakes. As in most places like this, they developed stern exteriors and a very strong code of honor. Ideas of honor and shame control their lives. That sounds so pleasant. Stern exteriors? The Vol tend to be grim and humorless, at least when you first meet them. They have humor, it just kind of embarrasses them. To make their lives tolerable, they have luxuries when they can find them. That is why they value oases, and why they make their cities so beautiful. Where did this code of honor come from? The Vol have always struggled with each other for survival. The groups with the best, most efficient code of conduct survived. That code turned out to stress responsibility, self-denial, and cooperation, and always paying one's debts. Why are honor and shame so important? When a land is so harsh, everyone can be one misfortune from death. The people learn from birth never to do anything to cause that misfortune to another. This is honor. Violating this brings great shame. How is loss of honor punished? Death, or shunning and banishment, which tends to lead to death. The exception, of course, is the shame of great debt, which is atoned for by becoming an Owen. It's better than shame or death, depending on who you ask, I suppose. Do many vassal states have systems like this? Yes, these vassals are called hard people. We have our own diplomatic protocols for dealing with them. Trade with Haven tends to make these vassals richer and safer, then the code of honor fades. What fate do such nations have? Slow decline, usually. No ruler or written law can force a citizen to work for the good of a nation. A cultural sense of morality and honor is the most reliable shaper of a citizen. Once this is gone, corruption follows. I mean, that might be what happens, but I don't think that's very desirable at all. I guess that's what was implied here with the first option. I'm not sure I agree with that practice then. I'm sorry, Prince. This is Standard Haven doctrine, but Standard Haven doctrine is set by you. You can always change my views my views for me later. I mean, okay. But now I'm rambling. I'm sure these debatable lectures are not helpful to you. I mean, I was kind of hoping for you to give me a quest. We did learn some things, I guess, but really nothing completely new, except that I'm definitely not going to follow standard procedure if I can help it. What do we have here? Reading a book. Status of the Vol, year 465. A report for Queen Sharon III, Empress of the mighty Empire of Haven. When King Kael, I don't know what I decided on last time, declared the Vol a favorite vassal, he promised our support should the Owen rebel. My God, okay. This was, at the time, thought a small concession. Since then, we have learned more of the true status of our vassal. The Vol has become more unstable in recent centuries. As the years pass, the Mascha have gained a larger share of power and wealth, as slowly more regular Vol fail in society and become Owen. Their High Council in Thablin is distant and detached. They do not understand what is happening. Too few owners and too many servants has led to violence and riots. More every decade. We may find ourselves trapped in an ugly war in this barren land, and within the lifetime of your great majesty. Yeah, I mean, isn't that a clear indicator that the way we've been handling things so far is not really working out? Scroll of Might. Okay, powerful, haste and bless. I thought we had something like that before. We had a scroll. Might not have been a scroll of might, but we actually used it up for something? I got it. Right, I can also stash these away. Hold on a second. Okay, so scroll of might. I suppose she gets her turn first, right? Doesn't she? Typically? I'm gonna give that to her for now. So yeah, right, we should definitely not need these special stones immediately in combat or anywhere, so I'll put them in the non-available backspace. Okay, Treaty of Vassalage between Haven and the Vol. Year 459. Here's outlined the vassalage contract between the mighty Empire of Haven and the Vol, between King Kail of Haven and the Council of Thablin, elected representatives of the Vol Mascha. Haven declares that the Vol is a favored vassal with all protections included. Haven't we read this one before? I thought... Seems familiar. An attack on the Vol is an attack on us. Thieves and rebels in the Vol are an offense to Haven and will be removed. Full trade between our powers is guaranteed. As the Vol is favored, it will receive all the benefits in conflicts between it and other states of Sacramentum. Haven will also help the Vol to quell any rebellion of the class commonly called the Vol-Owen. Yes, I think we've actually read this before, but not here. Do we have a copy of this back in Fort Haven? I think we might. Anyway, in return, the Vol grants Haven full movement in their territories and full consultation on any political matters. Land for 2 forts will be provided for Haven, and the Vol will protect the security of those lands. This agreement will last as long as Haven and the Vol exist as independent peoples, so agreed in sacred bond by both parties in year 459. Okay. Vol Mascha and Vol Owen. The Vol are most noted for their system of lifelong indentured servitude. Their people are split into 3 parts. There are the Vol Owen. These are servants who permanently sold their freedom to be freed of debt or to atone for crimes. Each Vol Owen has lines tattooed on their right cheek, 1 line for each generation of descendant who must serve. Yeah, I mean, obviously that system with descendants inheriting the servitude status, the Owen status, that is the most outrageous about this entire thing. Their children will be marked with 1 less line until their issue are finally free. What, their issue are finally free? What? Or until they fall into debt again. Great. Some say that the Vol Owen are slaves. The Vol Mascha dispute this. After all, the Owen do become so by choice. Right. Sure, they have the choice to just starve to death if they have no money or something. I don't know. When forced to choose between bondage and starvation, it literally says that right here. They choose bondage. Then there are the Vol Mascha, the owners, those who have purchased the service of at least 1 Vol Owen. These are the leaders within their society, for all decisions in the Vol fortresses are made by conclaves of the Mascha. Finally, there are the plain Vol, those free and owning no Owen. Not in servitude, but no power either. The plain Vol try their best to stay free of debt or crimes for fear of becoming Owen. A few are lucky and merciless enough to gain Owen and become Mascha, but not many. Okay. Well, there was one more person here. Nax Snooch, with a very strange name. You meet a Havenite in dark, severe clothes. He walks from crate to crate, mumbling numbers to himself and checking a clipboard heavy with ledgers. Occasionally, he consults one as he looks inside a crate. Wait, that seemed he behaves like a quartermaster, but I was told we don't have one, so Even up close, he ignores you until he sees the royal insignia on your chest. One prince, noted. He doesn't make eye contact. He just marks his clipboard. I'm Max Nooch, Royal Auditor. Okay, what is a Royal Auditor? He looks past you as he answers. I verify our current inventories, our resources, coin and such for the Queen. I make sure all the numbers align. What do you mean numbers align? I look for inconsistencies in numbers between what officials and sages report having and what is actually present. What happens if you find inconsistencies? This indicates corruption, which will not be tolerated. The Queen was explicit. It is in Haven's interest that graft, bribery, thievery is kept to acceptable levels, no matter how remote the vassal is. Thus, I investigate all inconsistencies. Typically, I find who is responsible and deal with it before they try to kill me. Now, please excuse me, Prince. Chief Gervin undercounted his supply of medium ceramic jugs by at least 3. Oh no. That's it? Why the clipboard? He looks past you as he answers. The Queen requires documented verification. Ordered organization is key to see if the numbers align. So you work for my mother. His head gives a little confused tilt. I work for Mindwell and Snooch. We have one client, the Queen. You've heard of them. They are your mother's private accounting firm. Apparently they do more than just giving you your allowance of gold every week. Do I get an allowance of gold? I haven't noticed anything of the sort lately. Are you the Snooch of Mindwell and Snooch? Oh, I work for Mindwell and Snooch. That's the entire name. Gotcha. No, that was my great-grandfather, Bushrod Snooch. Like me, most of his descendants have joined the firm. I hope my children will do the same. Okay. Again, no quest. Annoying. But we haven't explored the entire fort. Maybe there's more? These are just soldiers. But yeah, as I feared, most of the land is completely empty. I do have some things to place, but I do worry a little bit about my lack of resources to pay the upkeep. Okay, this is also just empty. Yep. No more NPCs, it seems like. Oh, even this is empty. Can I place something here? I don't think I can, because there are the pillars in the way. Yeah. Or maybe I just can't place anything up here. Which, you know, makes us seem pretty weirdly empty and unused. But alright, okay. Old Huntsperson. Yeah, I guess there just isn't really anything more to do here. Except maybe place... Oh, right. I have to buy the plot first. Sure. We have lots of wood, at least, if nothing else. Now the carpenter costs 2 additional upkeep, which I could afford. The smithy, yeah, we have so much stone surplus. I really should not be here, but rather up in the Ukatish to acquire more sources of iron. But oh well. Yeah, the smithy costs 2. So if I put it here, warning: your resource upkeep cost will now exceed your resource income. This will cost you gold when upkeep is paid. Oh. To get more resource income, build forts or take over mines and workshops. If you remove a shop, upkeep costs are recalculated every 2 days. Huh. The thing is, we now have the smith here. So if I do some shopping and then remove it before the next upkeep is due, is that a way to circumvent this entire system? Huh. I mean, we'll see. I want to buy a weapon. Let's see here. Can I? Oh, okay. We have access to iron spears, which deal more damage. They have an augment slot. Oh, they have an augment slot. Wait, no, this one does too. Currently using... Oh yeah, augmentations. There it is, right there. I mean, I guess I might as well. binders. For you, well, you have this Vol Sight Blade, which should add 3 physical damage, independent of what attack you use, I hope. Right. I guess no one else really needs weapons from the smith, but... oh, arcane weapons? Arcane dagger. Right. This counts as arcane gear, which my mages could use if I wanted them to use melee weapons. I mean, I guess this allows for interesting character builds for melee spellcasters, but I don't think that's what I want to do. Let's see about armor. So right now we have bronze scale armor. Oh, he does? No, wait. Yes. We found one of these, that's right. We could upgrade to iron scale armor, which probably isn't a terrible idea. It's not super expensive either. It also has an additional augment slot, which is great. Yeah, so is there any downside other than it costs money? Armor is better. Stun resist, speed penalty is the same. Yeah, okay. I guess I'm definitely buying one of these. As for you, you have the Ukatish leather, which gives some poison resist. I wonder if that's really worth it though. Studded leather has a lot better armor, no speed penalty, and an augment slot. I think I'll buy this for her. As for you, I probably want actual robes. Although, I mean, there's really nothing stopping me from giving her those, right? Yeah, so everything that doesn't require, you know, armor, combat skills to unlock the higher tiers of armor, I could give to my spellcasters and give them more physical resistance rather than the higher magical resistance provided by robes. Oh, right. I also never transferred equipment. That's the other thing, the other kind of big thing that I didn't really do. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I'll have to do it manually, but yeah, I definitely will do that. That's right. I did think of that. I just forgot about it again. Anyway, I think Terrence has a similar robe, if not the same. My question is, this armor will block half damage. Oh, if I were able to even buy it. You know what? She already has this, and I don't have an augment in there. So I don't think she really needs one of those. Helmets are their own thing, that's right. And we still... Oh, we have access to a helmet that has a slot now. That is, I think, definitely worth taking. Slightly lower physical absorption, but yeah, the empty slot should make up for that for sure. Yes. In fact, oh, it's a tier 1 armor. Yeah, okay. So the mages won't be able to use these. I guess they can probably buy cloth-based head pieces from the whatchamacallit. Okay, yeah, so these helmets for you guys. Can I? Yeah, I can equip them right here. You get the better armor, this helmet. I can sell some of this. Done shopping. Selling you this, because, yeah, well, we won't have a need for that. Oh, this helmet. Hold on, is this? No, it's tier 1 armor, right. Leather cap. Did Terrence have a cap of some sort? I'm gonna hold on to this, just in case he didn't. Install augments and runes, yes, I suppose. Oh wait, am I dumb? Did I sell an augment? I think I might have. That's fine. So we can finally install an extra 5% hit chance. That's nice. can remove this for 3. Yeah, I mean, the price is kind of trivial, so we'll add that. Oh, we can't re-equip something here. That's fine. Strength rune, extra physical damage. I mean, yeah, that would be nice, but I think we still definitely need to improve our hit chance as much as we can for now. Extra physical armor. Yeah, I suppose I might as well put that in there. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure now that I think about it, the armor I had before had an augment in it. Oh well, they're not super expensive. That's fine. Wait, install augments for you. We have this physical damage in here. Can't put it in there. Well, I mean, honestly, I think we can actually do this and give her extra damage. Should I have increased her hit chance instead? I guess it's the same for her, right? Yeah. Probably. You know what? Whatever. I think I want to put a hit chance rune in there. And well. Oh, she has one. But we can't transfer them between characters, not while in the menu. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, first of all, you get your new weapon. Right, this one can be sold now. Physical damage. We'll have to wait. I can now actually sell this sword. We'll give you this. You can give this hit chance rune to her. This can be sold alongside with this. Okay. Let's quickly finish this. Install augments for you. We want the extra hit chance. That's right. And we want to sell you the spear and the sword. Okay, wow. That took a moment. Now, I'm going to remove this. Oh, it still keeps the upkeep? Well, we'll see, I guess. If it costs me money. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they would, you know, still make me pay for it. Would be a little bit too easy to circumvent the upkeep cost entirely this way. I'm not going to place the second carpenter because I don't really have a strong incentive to do so right now. Okay, what I have to do is edit party. I guess we have to remove... No, actually we can temporarily remove Patricia from the party, re-add Terrence, and then we can just transfer stuff. Okay, he had one of these. That's fine, but I can obviously sell everything. Oh yeah, and we did have a Scroll of Mercy. Okay, anyway, we just give everything over to her. Oh, she actually had a leather armor. With a healing bonus, that's right. Okay. Healing bonus, Scroll of Mercy. This one we can sell. Another healing augment, right? For when we actually get another slot available. She has increased physical damage here. Okay. Oh, I need to actually have the smithy. Oh, I forgot that. That's kind of an important part, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Alright, well in that case I'm gonna rebuild it and replace it. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Hold on. In that case, I can sell you this here real quick. Yes, okay. Now we switch the party back. Remove Terrence, add Patricia. Alright. Okay. There we go. Oh, she still doesn't have a neck piece. I guess Terrence didn't have one. Alright. Okay, that took a while. But I suppose we're now ready to move out. Maybe I can find a source of a source of iron. Although, well, I guess technically what I could do is I could move on and establish a settlement, an outpost in each of the lands, right? That would allow me access to the other races for my party members. So I could finally, have my final party. And just having these forts, I think, also increases your resource regeneration. And maybe I could do like one mission in the Ukat, reclaiming some source of additional iron, because that seems to be definitely in the highest demand, the shortest supply right now. Apart from, of course, needing a ludicrous amount of quicksilver to enable the portal eventually. But as much as I'm interested in dealing with the Vol first, finishing this area first, it might not be a terrible idea to venture at least a little bit into each of the vassal nations. I wonder if I should do that right away, basically, or do at least a little bit here first. But it looks like we desperately need more iron right now. Maybe I should at least go visit Vitasa and talk to this governor here and see how that goes. There is a patrol of soldiers watching the lands around Vitasa. They have uniforms of the Vol. These are loyalist soldiers. They're very alert and very nervous. When they see who you are, they approach and speak with you, relieved that you aren't going to kill them. Greetings to you. Let's be friendly. Greetings, Envoy. Please be careful on these roads. There are raiders and brigands everywhere. We want you to stay safe. We want no troubles with Haven. Anything nearby of interest? The city of Vitasa, the most lovely city in the Vol. We wish we were inside its walls now. Okay, good day. And there we are, Vitasa. You enter the glorious and imposing city of Vitasa. This is a major trading post, an oasis and a refuge from the harsh heat and dust of the Vol. Wide paths wind through gardens and fountains. Massive stone buildings rise above you. The city is meant to impress with luxury and wealth. You have to admit it succeeds. However, there is a war on, and you are a visitor of great importance. Everyone is tense. Heads turn and conversations stop wherever you go. Yeah, that's definitely a lot less pleasant. Though Vitasa is meant to be a cool, peaceful refuge, the signs of war are everywhere you look. Ballistas are kept ready and in good repair. Guards walk the ramparts. The city fears that a raid of Owen could come at any moment. Well, oops. Owen servant. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. There is a few Vol townspeople wandering the streets of Vitasa. When they see you coming, they rapidly remember a different place they need to be. The regular free folk are avoiding you. You know that the streets are mostly empty. Even this far north, they are afraid of surprise raids by the Owen rebels. Okay, well, there's a named person. Hello, Margaret. Most of the serious trading in Vitasa takes place in the less fashionable south side of town. This merchant is sitting surrounded by her goods, eager to trade. She says, "Hello, I'm Margaret, and I sell fine Vol goods. Care to trade?" Interesting. She has a vertical line tattooed on her cheek, but it is crossed by a second line. That is interesting. Also makes for an interesting look. The mark on your cheek looks different. Yes, I was an Owen, but my debt was cancelled and I became free again. The cross mark was placed to show this. Couldn't you just have the whole mark removed? Yes, but it requires magic. Very expensive. I was forced to choose the cheaper option. Oh. How were you freed? I served in my Mascha's caravan. We were attacked by brigands and I fought to save him. He knew he owed me his life, so he had to release me. He was generous. He had to release you? I mean, if he's somehow obligated to do that, how was he generous then? Does this happen often? No, it requires a great service. However, when an Owen does something so great for a Mascha, honor commands that his debt will be repaid with freedom. I mean, I guess it's somewhat relieving to hear that that is at least possible, but it does seem pretty unlikely to happen to most Owens, so... Yeah, let's see if we can trade. Of course, I make sure to only sell the finest goods. Well, another scroll of might, stone blocks, yeah. I guess now would be a situation where I would actually pay some money to buy iron. But then again, if it's gonna cost me money for each piece of iron that I don't have to pay the upkeep. The question is, how much will I pay for it, right? And what happens when I'm completely broke? Let's hope that I'm not going to find that out before I actually acquire more iron. Sell your stuff? Well, nope. I'm done shopping, thank you. At least we did learn something interesting. Oh, hello, Mascha. There is a beggar sitting by the east wall of Vitasa. Her kind must be tolerated by the stern Vol as long as they stay well out of the way. She shakes a wooden bowl as you walk by. Help for humble Mascha? Oh, what would you like? She shakes her wooden bowl. It dishonors me to ask. Still, I must eat. I mean, sure. I will help you. I'll pay 10 coins. 10 coins is a lot for a person in her position. Honestly, it's a lot for me right now. But oh well. She bows her head deeply. This will sustain me for some time. I'm so grateful, Havenite. You bid her farewell. Yes. Who knows if this is actually gonna get rewarded in any way, but oh well. How did you come to be a beggar? I have had misfortunes. We all are private about such things. You should only know there is worse. What would be worse? Obviously, being a Mascha, being an Owen, because she doesn't have the mark yet. Life is hungry and hard. I will die on these streets. However, I am free. I have no debt. I will never be Owen. The Mascha want me, but they won't claim me. Huh. Tell me about the Mascha then. They are always eager to find those of us in debt. They change the laws to hurt the free in the hope that they will fall into debt. They hope to ensnare us all. It is so much worse than it was when I was young. They will never have me. I would rather die. That is all she wants to say about this. Okay. Yeah, so you say so much for honor. If the Mascha in power actively try to make more people fall into debt so that they can then buy their entire lives and the lives of their descendants, that does not have anything to do with honor, if you ask me. That definitely strengthens my resolve to want to get rid of this entire system. Anyway, Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. Okay. Great Hall. I don't need to click these. This is not a Vernum. Vitasa Barracks, Stoneworker, Merchant, and... Oh, right, we did talk to the Merchant. And the Sad Patch Inn. Well, let's... Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and visit the Great Hall first. Might as well. Private chambers. Keep out without permission. Or else what? The main hall of Vitasa has public and private areas. You're entering a private area. You can see guards in the distance. As much respect as they have been trying to show you, if they catch you back here, they will be annoyed. Annoyed as in trying to kill me, or, well, probably. The roof of this majestic hall arcs high over your head. The Vola are really showing off the quality of their stonework here. Guards line the walls. When you enter, they kneel. It's an impressive and overdue show of respect. An old man in ceremonial robes is waiting for you to the north. The leader of Vitasa is eager to greet you. Well, we'll see how friendly this is going to be. When you approach, the leader of Vitasa is slumped over on his stool, exhausted. When you present yourself, he rallies. He rises and kneels. I am Governor Alistair Mascha, member of the Thablin Council and honored leader of my people. The Vol eagerly welcomes welcomes the return of Haven. I am so grateful that your royal presence has come to my humble home. Yeah, sure. Calm down. I hope that I won't be here long. I mean, sure, diplomacy and all that. Greetings, Governor. I am the envoy of Queen Sharon of Haven. An envoy. Well, really the envoy. We welcome your envoy. As I'm sure you have seen, this is a time of great anxiety for the Vol. We did not welcome the departure of Haven during your calamity, and we Mascha are happy that you have returned. Owen slip in behind you with glasses of iced water and other drinks. Okay. What makes you so anxious? He raises his hand to scratch his temple. His sleeve falls back, revealing red speckled bandages. Someone has recently stabbed the governor in the arm. Yikes. He realizes that you have seen this. He drops his arm to his side, concealing the wound. After Haven left, the Owen, the foundation of our trade and strength, grew angry. Now they are in full rebellion, and our leaders, we Mascha, have been unable to pacify them. As you listen, an Owen offers you small, delicious sandwiches. We are very interested in learning why you have returned. Sure, you are hurt. Early in the rebellion, I was complacent about my defenses. An Owen assassin struck out at me. I have not made the same mistake twice. He leaves what happened to the assassin unsaid, but you can guess. I mean, yes, I guess I might as well be honest. We did come here because they stopped honoring their, like the other vassal nations, they also stopped honoring their our treaty, right? Yes, I suspected as much. Of course, if the Mascha are overthrown and killed, we will not be able to follow the treaty. The wealth we offer will go undelivered. We simply want you to know that the Mascha can still be of great value to Haven. We have some offerings to make. Go on. We must speak further about Haven's relations with us. Then I will tell you what we can offer. Prince, you have never seen firsthand how generous we Mascha can be. Let me show you. I have heard that you have spoken very critically of how we treat our own. Oh yes, I have. I hope to change your mind. The Owens stand in the corner of the hall, ready to leap forward and refill any empty glass. Thanks for the constant reminder game. Okay, I want to discuss Haven's business in the Vol. Should I ask the other things first? Nah. He nervously scratches at his arm. I will help you all I can. Remember, however, that all important decisions must be made by us Mascha and the Thablin Council. We will help you all I can within my bounds. I will help you all I can within my bounds. I know you are still wounded? Why wouldn't he be? We never left this conversation. So that's silly. What do you think of the Vol's treaty with Haven? Myself? When I was born, it had been signed. I grew up with the wealth and prestige that trade with Haven brought. After you left, my poor sad father told me so many things about our past glory. Now you're here. His dreams are within reach of coming true. But then there is the accursed rebellion. Fortunately, we still have resources. We have offerings to show Haven we are still worthy. How's the rebellion doing? It is a bloody stalemate on the southern border of Vitasa's territory. We have held the Owen back, but one audacious raid could do horrible harm. He looks down at his wounded arm. Time may be shorter than we think. What do you want from me? I am a humble citizen of the Vol. I would not make demands of royalty. However, before you make any decisions, I recommend a journey west to Thablin to meet with our Mascha's council. They may have a profitable deal to offer you. And the only option the game leaves me here is to basically ask him to bribe me? I mean, sure, why not? That does not obligate me to then side with the Mascha, which I'm not going to. So, sure. I'd like some iron. Well, we do have gifts for you. It is less than what you deserve. Vitasa has been weakened. It may take some effort to collect these treasures. Still, we will offer you all we can. Thanks. So what offering do you have for Haven? Alice's offerings. Oh, that's a quest. Interesting. I'm most honored to offer you the resources of Warma's Bowl, a fine quarry not far from here. It is ready to send stone to Fort West Bay when Fort West Bay is ready to accept supplies. Sadly, Warma's Bowl does have a minor pest infestation. It should be easy for your forces to clear. Okay, where is Warma's Bowl? In the mountains directly southeast of here. Southeast. Oh, that's where we found the bloody remains of a recent battle. How nice. Why do I have to clear it out? Yeah, good question. Alas, Vitasa has very few soldiers right now. Our excess forces have been taken south and west to protect Thablin. If we had the warriors to clear the quarry out, I swear we would. He smiles. Of course, if you displayed your power in Warma's Bowl, it would go a long way to show the Vol that Haven is still a force to be feared. Yeah, I suppose. Alright. So, good thing I did actually pick that dialogue option, even though I was definitely considering not asking for those rewards that they were offering, but it turned out to be a quest, so good thing I did. I'll keep that in mind for future encounters that may go similarly. Anyway, I'd like to learn more about the Owen. Sure, why not? Of course, we Mascha are always eager to discuss our system. Are you? The Vol can seem cruel to outsiders. When they see and share in the wealth and comfort our system generates, they often change their minds. Yeah, but that's... okay. The system is simple. When a free man or woman of the Vol falls too far into debt, a Mascha may ask that they must choose between punishment or becoming Owen. Punishment? Yes, the exact punishment depends on the Mascha passing judgment and the level of debt. It is usually exile. When faced with a life alone in the wilderness, far from home and family, subject to the brutality of the Ukatish or the caprice of the Ariel, most choose to become Owen. How did the system come about? Life in the Vol is hard. We have a very strong code of honor. Loyalty is rewarded. Crimes are brutally punished. It is necessary to survive. Most importantly, this involves paying our debts. Leaving a debt unpaid is great dishonor for us. It was from that belief that the Owen Mascha system evolved. And you are a Mascha. Yes, I hold the debts of 4 Owen. Because of that, I hold power in our society. The Mascha are the ones who vote on the leaders of the Thablin Council. The Vol only wants to be led by those clever and industrious enough to afford to become Mascha. Is that so? Of course, I am ethical about it. I only buy the debts of single-line Owen. I mean, good to hear, but still. What is your relationship with your Owen? Very good. I treat my Owen very well. They are people of the Vol, of course. Their only crime is debt. I treat them justly. The Owen show no emotion as they offer more snacks. A single line? A new Owen has a line tattooed on the cheek to mark their bondage. If a debt is great enough, it may be declared that the first or even the second generations of that Owen will also be Owen. Each generation is an additional line, yes. And you have a problem with this? It is wrong to punish the children for the crimes of their parents. Oh, at least we agree on that. This is a fundamental concept of justice. It is rage over the practice of double and triple line servitude, I believe, that triggered the rebellion we endure. So why not change the system at least in that regard? I mean, it would still be wrong, and I would still want to change it, but it would definitely be less abhorrent. Anyway, I think that's all we could talk to you about. Well, I mean, maybe not as unpleasant as I expected. It's locked, okay. Also, the game did not ask me to make any promises yet, which is nice at least. Okay, looks like we can't really look around here much more. But we did get a quest out of it, so that's nice. And that's over here, yeah. Warmer's Bowl. Well, let's check the other buildings. Like this, for example. Kapia Mascha. An impressive woman in stylish clothes eagerly greets you. Welcome, Prince. I'm Kapia Mascha, and I welcome you to Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. What a name. I hope that our meeting can be pleasant and profitable for us both. Are you going to offer me to buy some Owens? Yeah, so what is Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated? She grins and motions for you to sit. We are an organization that can bring great wealth to you and to other Havenites while making the Vault stronger. We will take your money and invest it. Then we will earn money. Then we will have something to offer you. I don't know, something about this sounds fishy. How do you invest money? The Vault is full of unfortunate free people who have fallen into critical levels of debt. They require someone to step forward and pay their debts, thus saving them and restoring their honor. Once their debt is paid, they then become the Owen of me, representative of Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. I see how this works. How do you earn money? I take your investments and obtain Owen. Then I send those Owen out to earn money working for farms and businesses too poor to have Owen. I take those earnings and give a portion to you. And you have something to offer me? I do. I would like you to be the first Havenite to buy a share in Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated. You can pay me a modest portion. Then from now on, you will receive regular cash payments. Yeah, you know what? Let's not do that. Can I actually agree to this? I'd like to know more about the Owen. Of course, many outsiders don't understand our practices. Oh, I do. We're subject to much unwarranted slander. I always try to help outsiders have a better view of us. The system is simple. If a free Vol or Mascha falls too far into debt, they are at permanent risk of losing their honor. When this happens, another Vol can step forward to pay their debts. The debtor becomes Owen and owes a lifetime of service to their new Mascha. Can Owen ever be free? Sometimes, if an Owen performs a particularly great service to a Mascha, it is very honorable for the Mascha to release the Owen from his or her debt. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. How do the Owen feel about the system? I imagine they feel very grateful. The Vol are a tough people, and we value our honor very highly. Taking the essence of another and not repaying it is greatly dishonorable. The Mascha saved them from this. Right. A lifetime of servitude to pay off one debt. It does have to be quite a large debt for one to become an Owen. That is where Vitasa Labor Distribution Amalgamated assists in the process. Of course, whenever possible, we take on the extra expense of obtaining double-line Owen. Why do you prefer double-line Owen? When an Owen's debt is too high, one lifetime of service is not enough to repay it. Then their children must be Owen too. This is marked by 2 dashes on the cheek instead of 1. Sometimes 2 extra generations must pay the debt. This makes a 3-line Owen. A double-line Owen grants far more people in service for one investment, but triple-line Owen tend to be too hopeless and angry to be profitable. This all bothers me, but it's not Haven's business. I mean, technically I could treat it that way, I could see it that way, but no, this practice sickens me. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm sure one day you will see how stable the Vol can be, enabling our people to flourish in our harsh landscape. Of course, rebellion must be crushed first. Yeah, or, you know, maybe the other way around. That's all for now. Can we take this? No. Stop glittering then. Chest, please. Giving me a false hope. Owen servants. Assuming you're... Wait, where are you? Oh. Yeah, they're not going to talk to me at all. Okay, what was this? Barracks. Defender. Okay. Stone distribution. Fine stone distribution even. Okay. Rollin Owen. Hello. This is a workshop and showroom for the Vol's fine stonework. Once merchants from Haven came here and traded vast quantities of goods and gold for your vessel's products. Right now, it's quiet. A young Owen, a single line tattooed on his cheek, walks up next to you. He's already heard all about you. Ah, greetings, Prince. I'm Rollin Owen. We are honored to have you in our humble showroom. He maintains a constant grin. Okay. You are an Owen. Stating the obvious. His smile is frozen on his face, but he's plainly uncomfortable. I am an Owen, yes. I had a debt. I am paying it. How did you become an Owen? Yeah, I know. These are not things you ask around here, but... Well, he does answer, so... Once I dreamed of being a merchant. I borrowed gold to buy goods and wagons. It was lost, and I had no hope of paying it. The Mascha I paid money to ask the other Mascha to declare me Owen. What? The Mascha I paid money to... The Mascha I paid money to ask the other Mascha to declare me Owen. The other Mascha? Okay. They agreed. Happily, I only bear a single line. My children will be free. Whose slave are you? Rollin Owen freezes, deeply offended. I'm no slave. I'm a full citizen of the Vol. I must work for my Mascha, but I'm a full person. I'm sorry, but please leave me be until you can be polite. Wow. Excuse me? You did acknowledge that I'm not from here. You're an Owen. Okay. Who holds your debt? I guess. He is Turant Mascha. He is in a quarry out of town. He trusts me to be in town and run the showroom. Can I trade with you? Of course. We can have a fine building stone shipped to Fort Haven for a very reasonable price. Sure. Oh yeah, okay. Crushing rune. +2 physical damage. Wait, and we can't buy that because... Because? I can buy it, but why is it grayed out? I guess I need more... is it alchemist? To enable more powerful runes? Well, I mean, either way, I'm running very low on money and I'm not going to buy anything right now. Okay, well. Little townsperson. And another one. More stuff that I can't take. Okay, and one last building remains. The Sandpatch Inn, that's right. You must have a quest for me. Someone in here. Cole. You immediately recognize this man as a Havenite, really. The facial features and the old worn clothes identify him. He's sitting at the table of the inn, surrounded by books. Some he's reading, some he's writing in. He looks up at you absently. Oh, the prince. Hello. I'm Cole. Please join me. He shoves some books aside to make room. You're from Haven. I am. My family came right before the calamity. Bad timing. They had me. Later They had me? They had me. I see. Later they returned to Haven. I stayed. He scratches corrections on an old map as he talks. Eventually, things were too bad in Fort Haven, too dangerous. I fled, roamed all of our vassals. Then I came here. You explored Sacramento? I spent time in the Ucat and in the Ariel Woods. Many there welcome our kind, as it seemed safer. Many there welcome our kind, as it seemed safer? Okay. What did you think of the Ucatish? Touchy. Very touchy. Quick to take offense at everything. Their anger gives them strength, though. Keeps them tougher. United. What did you think of the Ariel? I try to avoid the blessed, the ones who drink the elixir. They're crazy. I spend time with regular folk in the trench towns, decent and hardworking. I'd like to know more about your travels. Of course. Why didn't you stay with our colony? We are abandoned. Bandits were everywhere. We were abandoned. Raiders from our vessels got closer and closer. We were facing ruin. I had to flee to continue my work. Okay, our colony will be restored. In fact, it is mostly restored at this point. I hope so. We've been waiting long enough. When things are stable enough, I will happily return to Fort Haven. I like the climate there better. Better for the books. Is it safe for a Havenite to be here? Yes? No? There is a war. If the city falls, some Owen might stab me for fun. It is not safe, but where is safe? Certainly not Fort Haven. No, I mean, it really is kind of safe right now. You could return. Well, you have a lot of books. Once I was a merchant. I collected trinkets from all over Sacramento. Sometimes I found books. I read them. They were addictive. Now I'm a sage. I study Sacramento, especially the Vol. It is traditional work for Havenites. I suspect when our colony is restored, other sages will pay me well for what I have learned. Okay. Why is this work traditional? We Havenites are people of the scroll. We are learners. When we enter a new land, we study everything about it. People, customs, history, language, flora and fauna. It is just our way. I truly hope one of my works comes to rest in Queen Sharon's libraries one day. What sort of secrets do you study? The older history of the Vol, politics, how things came to be. I have to be very careful to make sure not to anger anyone. Things have been fine. The Vol don't study or think much. Life is too harsh. When I teach them their history, it fascinates them. Is the calamity something you study? No, it is too big a topic and too magical. What are you studying now? Recent history, the decades up to the rebellion. We knew it was coming for many years. That is why we sustained the Mascha. Then Haven left and it all fell apart. I'm trying to find the exact events that finally triggered it. This knowledge might help you too. If you want to benefit from this research, you can help me to get paper records and continue it. Sure, I can look for knowledge. Might be a pleasant distraction. Alright, I know where you can go find some records. Ask me when you're ready. Where can I find knowledge about the Vol? A place called Castle Andesite. It was home to a major family of Maschas, killed at the beginning of the rebellion. Now it is a dangerous ruin. I can't go there. It's too dangerous. I would like to see their records, how many Owen they had, how they were treated, any notes or messages of interest. How will I know that the papers are valuable? In the notes, look for signs of the beginning of rebellion or violence. The rebellion started around 3 years ago. Look for records from then. So, Castle Andesite? It is southeast of here, in rebel-controlled lands on the east coast. I understand it was beautiful. Where in the castle should I look? They're sure to have had a library. Look there. That seems pretty straightforward. Okay. Well, there's a quest. And there's a barkeeper. Arula. The inn is busy. The Vol woman tending to it still helps you immediately. Your rank commands attention. Welcome, Prince, to the Sandpatch, my humble inn. I am Arula, and I want to make sure you are attended to. I'd like some information. Of course, I will tell you all about our beautiful town. She tells you a lot about Vitassa. However, you're unable to get her to divulge any secrets or knowledge of value. Okay, how's business? It is good. Now that Haven has returned, many are coming here. Merchants, messengers, and diplomats asking me questions. They all think I have secrets. They're all looking for opportunities. But I'm an ordinary free woman. Still, they spend their coins, so I welcome them. an ordinary free woman. The Vol has Mascha and Owen, but most of us are regular free people, trying to live peaceful lives. We don't collect debts, and we don't owe them. Right. How are you doing? Well, that can always change. It feels like we free people get more scared every year. We are all secure. Then one day some of us are not. Then it goes that way for year after year. But I'm babbling. Please, I'm here to help you, not bore you. All right, what services do you offer? The governor let it be known that you are to be treated well. Food and drink are available for free. That's, okay, pretty good treatment. You can have our finest room for only 3 coins. I mean, I don't need anything right now. Drink? She brings you a generous round of your drink of choice. It's excellent. And a meal? Sure, why not? You get bread, roast mutton, and vegetables. Simple food, but you've been forced to get used to it. Seriously? Sounds not so bad, honestly. Yeah, I won't have the room right now. I guess that's the way to heal around here. Although I might as well go to our fort, which is just, you know, within view, basically. And I can heal there for free. Anyway, just quickly looking around, as I always do. And that must be the room that we get, that we pay for. Okay, that was everything, right? I think so. Okay, well. Where is this? The castle, all the way down there. Okay, that's a little bit out of our reach, out of our immediate reach. Now the question remains. Oh, we also actually just went over an hour in length, so I'm gonna call this an episode very soon. The question is, do I conquer one of these 2 quarries? Or even move into Thablin? I think when I decide to continue questing in the Vol, I'm going to go for one of these. Probably the Blasted Pit first, because it is the one that I guess belongs to, or used to belong to, Haven. Whereas this is, you know, I guess I'm still going to conquer it. The question is, once I decide to openly turn against the Mascha and support the Owens, will this still be mine? Will they take that away from me again, because it was meant as a generous offering to buy my, you know, my loyalty, basically? But anyway, I'm actually thinking that I want to that I want to advance at least a little bit into the Ukat to claim the fort there, and maybe claim a source of iron, because I'm not happy with you know, not being able to support the upkeep for my smithies right now. I think that's something that I need to address. We'll travel back to Fort Haven, which surprisingly only takes 4 hours. Pretty long trip. Okay, the portal is actually humming. There's someone who I'll have to deal with one way or the other. But we'll do that next time. We're going to talk to the Queen and see if I maybe can complain about the obnoxious chief in Fort West Bay. And we'll see what Paquette is all about. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.